Company's annual production of the Nutcracker is a feast for the senses. And while the spectacle on stage might seem effortless, the process that goes into creating the show is anything but.
It's super difficult, and I can say that because I'm actually a rare person who handles the business side, but I also used to be a dancer, so I know from personal experience how grueling it is.
The countless hours of rehearsal are only part of keeping a tradition like the Nutcracker fresh and inventive year in and year out.
Nutcracker for us is kind of a staple of the season. It's been going for a good 40 years now, and it's, holiday classic, a favorite for everyone, not only on the company, but, throughout the city and the state, and opportunity to kind of kick off the holiday season, especially starting right after Thanksgiving.
Robbie Rodriguez is the Marketing and Operations Director for New Mexico Ballet, as well as one of the dancers in the company. And while each job comes with its own set of challenges, wearing both hats can be a daunting task.
I feel like they both have their own unique challenges. The marketing side of things challenges me in a different way creatively, where we have to think of new ways to entice the audience to come see us and really actually care about the company and what we're doing, and then also what we're doing as a company to be involved in the community and helping and making an impact there as well. But then dancing is challenging on the body and on the brain, and having to remember different roles. And in addition to the dancing, I choreographed this year, so I did the Chinese variation in terms of choreography. So having to be both a dancer in the show and then an actual choreographer and step back and look at my piece, make sure it looks good and it's up to standards, that kind of juggling of the hats is probably the harder part than either one of the jobs themselves.
The process of mounting the production starts months ahead of opening night.
We have actually about 11 rehearsals for each section or piece of the Nutcracker. We actually start in August, believe it or not, and have auditions. And then normally choreography is already set, so it's just reteaching. But this year, since we choreographed about 90% of the ballet, it started with re-choreographing, so it was a slower process. So it made it a little bit more challenging this year and a little bit more nerve-wracking for us, but we're here, we've made it, and hopefully the product is as wonderful as it always is.
This year's production is choreographed by a new artistic director, Natalie Harris. The show's starring role of Clara is being performed by a 10-year-old dancer. So, with all the new elements to the show, anticipation for opening night is high.
We've been working on this since, legwork was done starting, last year. We plan out a year in advance. But with our new artistic director, she came on board in June, and kind of hit the ground running, starting planning out, okay, we need to think about preliminary casting, we need to think about what we're going to do, what changes we want to make. And so getting to see that whole process and see somebody new take the reins and how they've adapted to that has been really exciting. I'm excited for people to finally see what we've been working on, and to see our new artistic director and what she's brought to the table and the new life that she's breathed into the show, because it's great. The choreography she does might look easy for the outside to see, but it's definitely more challenging.
And with all the exciting changes to the show, just how many artists are having to learn the new masterpiece?
There are over 200 artists in this production. There are 89 local dancers, and we add 4 from New York City. And then we have the musicians and the technical crew and the costumer and everything, so there's over 200 artists involved.
You can see all the work come to fruition this weekend at Popejoy Hall. For more information on the New Mexico Ballet Company's production of The Nutcracker, head over to casa.com.